Hey guys, it's Cardthrone back with another video. This time I will be going over what I sold through TCGPlayer Direct. We have 1,647 cards with a total product value of $364. So this time around, my Magic sales were pretty small, but my Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon are doing really well. I'm not sure if that's just a sign of Magic being on the down right now, or that the Magic cards I have listed are mostly low demand stuff. And I sold through my higher demand, higher volume cards already. Could just be that I haven't listed a lot of Magic recently. I've been listing a lot of Pokemon though. But I like to focus more on Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! For TCGPlayer for the time being. It's because those have been selling really well for me. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has been a huge surprise. I'm really shocked by the volume I've been able to push on Yu-Gi-Oh! While having less Yu-Gi-Oh! Listed than Pokemon and Magic. Unfinity. A lot of the Unfinity stuff just sits other than these. What are these cards even called? Honestly, I have no idea how these cards are even played. It's really confusing to me. Like, they all have different numbers filled in. Does anyone want to explain that to me? I have no idea what the heck these cards are, but all I know is I'm listing them and selling them. I really don't like the Unfinity set, to be honest. Like, it doesn't really appeal to me. The cards are just really silly. Jumpstart. Yeah, that's about it for Magic. Someone sold me so many of these, like, Commander, Brothers War rares. A lot of them are just sitting. That's what happens when you buy bulk sometimes. Sometimes the bulk is just complete garbage. And other times you make a lot of money. But I would say I win more often than I lose, so I'm okay taking those hits sometimes. I do like these art series cards. They're really cool sometimes. And old Zendikar, full arts, a few foils. I don't like foils, to be honest. Magic foils are complete garbage these days. Especially because it's hard to get them in near mint condition. They're always like curved or clouded or whatever. And then moving on into Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's see, Maze. I don't know what it is about Yu-Gi-Oh! But I feel like a lot of this stuff just sells in such high volume. I mean, lots of these are rares. But yeah, we just sell so many copies of each card. If anyone wants to sell me Yu-Gi-Oh! Bulk, I'm always buying. Prey of the Dry Gumo, Rika Petal. But yeah, look how many copies of some of these cards we sell through. Just in one reimbursement invoice. I'm only paying like 2 cents per rare, and these cards are selling, what, 15 to 20 cents maybe for some of them. 10 cents for others. That's still a profit. The percentage gain is pretty solid. Even a lot of commons sell. What sets do we have? AMDE. Don't really remember. I'm still very much a noob when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I don't really know all the sets. I don't know which sets are good. I just pretty much list anything that I get in. I like to learn more though, so I'll have a bit of a better grasp on what I should be prioritizing when it comes to listing cards. Usually if I would just check like the TCGPlayer price guide and then filter by whatever rarity I have. And then I would check if there are a lot of cards selling above my floor price. And if they are, then I'll prioritize listing those. What else do I have? Tactical Masters. I do remember that set. What is that? Grand Creators or something? GRCR. A lot of rares. Goki Pull. Like, even I have like 200 copies of some of these cards, but even those sell slowly. Torrential Tribute. I feel like I've seen this card a lot. I must have sold through tons of those. And Maximum Gold Eldorado. This set sold really well for me. Like, a lot of the cards I sold out of already, I believe. If any of you guys know, like, any Yu-Gi-Oh sellers that post videos on YouTube, let me know. I never really see any Yu-Gi-Oh selling content. All I see is, like, Magic and Pokemon. And maybe I just don't know where to look. And then LED 9. And then this is all we have for Yu-Gi-Oh! Decent amount though. And then moving on into Pokemon. We do have some non-holo Pokemon, but mostly for Pokemon recently, I've been listing loads and loads of reverse holos and holos. I bought like, say over 10,000 from one person. And if you think about how many packs that is, in Sword and Shield you got 1 reverse holo per pack. And Scarlet and Violet is 2. So to get over 10,000 from one person, think about how many packs they must have opened. That's insanity. Anyway, they have some X and Y, CUC, some other stuff, random miscellaneous, and then moving into holos. See, non-holo volume is really low for Pokemon. Like a lot of this stuff, if it's not a trainer, I'll just try to move in lots. The holos and reverse holos are where it's at. You'll see here. The remaining of what we have is all holo cards. Obsidian Flames. A lot of the silver border sets are selling really well for me. Whenever I get in bulk, I try to list the most recent set first, and then after the most recent, I'll list whatever I don't have a lot of, or the oldest. So I go the most recent and then to the oldest, because those are usually going to be the cards that sell the best. And what do I have here? Paldea. I'm surprised a lot of these cards are moving in the volume that they are. It's nice to see. People say it's a bear market, but to be honest, it doesn't really feel like it. I mean, maybe if you're selling sealed product is in a bear market, but in terms of singles are still going really strong. Graded cards are down a bit, just because the mass volume that's being submitted is like near or at an all-time high. Of course, the prices of everything are going to collapse to near the raw plus grading cost. Unless it's just like cards that are really hard to find in mint condition. But for modern cards, there should be almost no premium on grading a card in a tin, especially if it's Japanese. Because you can just go and blindly buy 100 copies of any modern Pokemon card you want in Japanese and grade those in a tin. For English, it is a bit harder. So for English, it makes sense if there's still a bit of margin on grading tins. But honestly, I like making the lower risk plays. Like, I was grading a lot of Japanese for a while, or just like Celebration's Classic Collection. Just those kind of sets that grade super easily. Like, if I can make $5 to $10 grading a card without having to really think or worry about the print quality, I'll just do that all day. But I haven't really sent as much recently as I had been last year. But maybe for February, I will start looking harder into grading plays, because I know there's probably still a lot of free tindies you can make. But it's just a lot harder these days. Like, Scarlet and Violet print quality is so trashed here on the English side. Haven't even bothered really trying to grade anything. There's probably still some margin in like Sword and Shield alt arts, but I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys have been grading. Mostly older stuff, or is anyone still making modern grading plays? Alright, here's our last bit of Pokemon that we sold through Direct this time around. Few Vs and VMAXs and random amazing rares, what have you. So yeah, pretty decent reimbursement invoice this time around. Here's some Sun and Moon. And older. Team Up. Team Up is always really hot. I love getting in Team Up cards. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video and looking through these bulk cards with me. Smash the like button, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.